Hi everyone, now this is the nymph I'm going to be tying. Now this is my take on the Papa Roach, which is a dragonfly pattern from South Africa. Now it was a request, now it's not exactly, so it's a slight variant. I didn't have the exact materials, but what I've done is I've sort of used the materials I had to come up with this pattern. So it's a bit of fun to tie, so hopefully you enjoy it. Now, the hook I'm using is this one here. This is it's a bomber hook, basically. This is meant for sort of dry flies, but it's a great hook. I mean, like, a hook's meant for one thing, could be used easily for many others. It's got a nice wide gape, it's got a nice style, and it encourages the shaping of the fly. So we're going to give it a go. You could use a streamer-like hook or whatever you have that's close to it. Now, it's a big size 8, as you can see. This is probably, if you're equivalent to, if it was a salmon fly hook, probably leaning a bit towards a size 6 or even a size 4. So it's quite a big hook, so it is. But anyway, we'll give it a go. As I say, this is just for a bit of fun. I'm going to be using an Olive Dun 8/0. Now I've waxed the thread, so first thing we do is, I'm actually going to quickly run down the thread. Basically I'm going to actually run it to the barb of the hook, which is there, just starting to go around the bend there. And then I'm going to come back up, get more wax on my thread, all the way up. Now the unusual part about this, I'm going to be using, basically, these are shrimp eyes. These are, I'll show you the easy shrimp eyes. This one, it's super fluorescent Kryptonite green, so it certainly is that. So it's certainly bright enough. You could use black, and you could use just dumbbell eyes or anything like that. Now it's, I mean, I know it's unusual doing this, but anyway, it's just a bit of fun. As I say, you get some ideas from the tying. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the eyes in line with the end of the end of the eye here. So I want to make sure they come out, because you're looking at least a mil and a half from the side, because the dragonfly eyes are quite big, the head's quite big. So I've come down probably around about 3 mil or so. And just catch in the eyes on top, just check. I actually went too far forward there. I'm going to come back a wee bit. I think I want to try and get them a measure point, as I call it. So that should do it. And then make them down. Keeping everything on top. And I'm using the plastic. Now these easy shrimp eyes are tapered, so they are. I'm actually going to reduce it a wee bit, so I'm just going to cut it right at the very end. Take about 1.5 mil or 2 off the back. This will help give us a shape in the body as well. So, I mean, I could easily have used some dumbbell eyes, but I'm using this because, as I say, it does help to shape the body. It gives it a bit thicker, nice and tight. Now the thread, as I say, is an Olive Dun, but I'm just going to make sure it's tied in. You could use, it's an 8/0 thread, sorry. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use you could use wire, you could use quite a few things. I'm actually going to use a floss. This is the Uni-Floss Neon in Chartreuse, as you can see. So I'm going to take a length off as a rib. So you're looking the centre of the hook there. So pull this in. And I'm going to work my way down to say this is going to be our rib. I want the first turn right at the very back there. Now what I'm going to use for the body, I'm going to use one of the new dubbins from Fully Mill. This is a Fully Mill dubbin. It's called Voodoo Streamer Dub. This is a bronze peacock. Just think it's a nice dark colour. It'll show up the rib. That's what I want to do. The Dragonfly Nymph is quite dark to a point. So I'm going to build the body up. So I'm going to dub this on. And then you want to have a good taper in it. Because it's a stream of light dubbing, it will build up quite quick. Even if you want to take the thread through it a wee bit, just to tighten the dubbing. Because we're going to be fluffing this out. We want to be halfway, so just building this up really big. Just going to go back, it's came away a bit, just going to tighten it up. Should be fine. Just going to come back a wee bit just to thicken the body. Take the dubbing through and tightening it up. Now I'm going to get my Velcro and really brush out the dubbing. And push it for both sides. Just watch your rib. This will give it a bit more body, a bit more movement as well. And that draws back, it'll add to the thickness of the fly, or the body of the fly. It's fine. Now for the wing, I'm going to be using this material. You could use a heavy Zonker light olive. I'm using an olive brown bar. This is class as a micro, but it's an ideal colour. I'll show you. This is from Full Mill. Comes ready cut. So I'm going to use a length of this. So I'm making sure I get enough rabbit on the top. Nice and tight, make sure it's secure. Check, that's fine. Trim. See where we are here. To bring out some of the dubbing. See what it's like. Place the Zonker strip on the top. So the first turns at the back, as I said, and then I'm going to work my way up, ribbing or just using the rib to hold the Zonker strip. So we come in. First thing I'm doing, I'm just going to actually moisten it a wee bit, so I can control it. What I'm actually going to do is wax. Oops. Better tighten up my vise here. I'm going to wax my floss so it's got a bit more grip. And then I'm going to work my way up. Just make a space for your rib. Make sure it's sitting the right way. So you just turn it so the Zonker strip is sitting, and then tighten up, and then make a space all the way up. Always keeping it tight, make another space. I'm actually going to Velcro it again once I've tied in or done the rib, so it becomes like a bit more rounded, a bit more blended together. See the ribs light, that's fine. Just straight turn at the top, just to make sure it's when you're sitting nice and tight. Trim away. I'm just going to trim away the excess here. We can always shape that once we're finished. Then get back to my Velcro and really bring out the dubbing right in. It rubs it when you once because I've Velcroed it before, it comes out quite easy, so you're just pulling it back out and then pull up into the wing. Looks fine. One of the tying of the fly is it's got a really pronounced wing wing case, and so they do. The large, especially the when it starts to come off, the wing cases are very pronounced. So I was looking through all the types of fibre I have, and I have some dyed. These are Partridge dyed. This is a Chartreuse. Now these are really well marked feathers on the wing, as you can see. So I took 4 off. This is like a double wing on the dragonfly, so I've got 2 feathers here. I'm just going to line them up. Now I've actually taken them a right and a left from the wings, so they should mix. So we want this to come back to about the end of the body, the first wing, or the wing case. So I'm just going to make check the length out. I want some of the fibre, so I'm going to take away what I don't need. It's quite a nice stiff fibre, this. It's got a good colour, that's why I took it as well. So I'm going to offer it from underneath, so I want these on top. To catch them in, 2 or 3 turns, just quite loose. I want to see where they are. As I say, this is just a bit of fun. Look at it and think, right, what could I do with that? And then we can tighten up if we're happy with it. So you see how far back I am. Maybe I have to come a wee bit further forward, just a wee touch. Pull it in both sides. So basically I'm in line with the end of the body. Once I'm happy, then I can tighten up. And then trim away. Now I'm going to put rubber legs in this. Now there's 6 sets of legs on the dragonfly. There's 2 small ones at the front, but the main ones are basically in the middle, 4. So I'm only going to put 4 legs on it. So what I'm going to do here, I've got rubber legs here. This rubber, perfect rubber it's called. This is I'll just show you when I bought it many years ago actually. As you can see, it's a brown olive. It suits the colour. So I'm going to take a length off. So it's quite simple. I mean, you just hold the end here, come up, you can place it to suit yourself. I'm just going to figure it through, because I'm going to put on the legs, one set first, then come up a wee bit, put the next set on a bit here. So I'm going to just trim this at the back. I'll line them up once we're finished. So I'm just going to figure it through it. Just bring them on the side slightly, just stretch them and then figure 8. Now to tidy this up, I'm going to go back to my dubbing and then tidy that area. So we're back to the Voodoo dubbing, and then we'll just come through with the dubbing. Just take our time, just watch your legs, don't twist them too much. You want them to come 90 degrees out from the shank. A dubbing in the front, and then I'm going to repeat the process. Basically I'm going to put the second set on the wing case, the wing buds anyway. So they lay on top of one another, make sure they're lined up. Get the length I want, which is halfway into this one. You don't want it too long. I want some of the fibre either side. I want it to be mixed, but I want it to come up from the underside. I'm using the stem of these feathers to be quite stiff. So come up for here, want them separate. And obviously tying them in the way I am, it's going to separate them. So 2 or 3 turns here, just to catch them in. I like the wee white line, the chartreuse line, and that it goes with the rib as well. Just see how that's going to sit. Looks fine. As I say, it's just something to try. Just moving these around a wee bit. Get them in line. You can see once I get a bit of dubbing and some legs in there. I'm just going to come up here, and what I'm going to do is actually going to bring the eyes out. So what I'm going to do is just do a figure 8 through them. Getting ready just to put some dubbing. There's my legs there. That's fine. Now I'm going to tidy up the front here. Oh, sorry, put the legs in. So I'll go back to, here's my rubber legs. So I'm going to do the same again. Just give me short length. Again, I'm going to do a figure 8. Just pulling down slightly on the side. It's fine, just then get back to my dubbing and then just form the head, because this is it. That's basically that. It's got a big head on it, it's pronounced. You want to separate this body from it. So I'm going to put some dubbing in the centre here. Just tighten up. Put thread turns through it, which will tighten it up. Come in front of the legs. I'm just going to put a wee tiny bit of dubbing between the legs. Just to, again, help keep them apart. You have to sit nice. Just figure 8 through it. There we go, see how that's sitting. Back to my dubbing and now form the head. So, as I say, it's just a bit of fun. A bit something to tie. Just going to figure 8 between the eyes with the dubbing. Now it's quite a big head on this fly, so don't be shy with the dubbing. Put plenty on. I'm just going to keep figuring 8 through. To get that nice shape. Then once you've not got all the bits of dubbing through, we can always tidy this up, and then we want to come in and whip finish. Once we're happy with the head shape, we can then put a few turns in there. We can trim that away, and then we can tidy up a wee bit. When you're putting a dubbed head on like this, you're going to get a lot of dubbing near the front. So I'm just going to take my time, take away the excess one. You're not going to get them all. And then I'm just going to sort of brush out some of the dubbing underneath. Basically to push it up on the sides. You want a flat profile underside. So you do it up into the wing, the zonker strip. And then you can come in, make it even more. Just watch your legs. Even towards the head, trim away what's a wee bit extra. I mean, this is a good sculpting pattern as well. So just trim that away. We want to see this nice fluorescent rib. See how the wing buzz is setting out. My side looks not too bad. Just put this in line. Trimming the legs. I mean, they're practically there. The back two, so I take the back two, trim them. Normally I would do this off the vise, but I'm using the back of the hook, so trim them there. These two, we could trim them in line with to make them different, the point of the hook. They're practically there. I'll just take a wee bit off them so they're separate. Just going to come under here and just trim a wee bit. So there we are. As I say, it's just a bit of fun. Using up the materials I have to get that nice shape. You get the double wing, or the double wing case. It's very pronounced in the bigger flies. So there we are. That's a quick version of the Papa Roach. As I say, is a pattern from South Africa, and it's a good name, it's good fun. As I say, a big good scalping type pattern as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. And again, thanks for watching.